Just today, our paper was published, which dealt with something new and very promising in medicine. So we used stem cell therapy, which is currently not FDA approved, in the form of acellular stem cell derived bioactive molecules, which we injected into critically ill patients with COVID-19 admitted to a large metropolitan hospital to the intensive care unit. And the study was basically designed as a randomized, double-blind, placebo-controlled study, meaning we, the investigators or the patients, did not know if they received a placebo injection, meaning saline, or a stem cell-derived molecule product. And the idea behind this study was, of course, we don't have a directed treatment for COVID-19 right now, and those patients are very critically ill. Stem cells in general have certain properties, including in particular the anti-inflammatory properties, which definitely, theoretically at least, can help in any kind of inflammatory response. And the inflammatory response is which makes COVID patients really sick. And the inflammatory response in children as well as in adults does not only affect the lungs, but also the blood vessels all over the body. And that's why many of those patients with COVID-19 are in dire conditions, really sick, with problems to the lungs, the kidneys, the heart, stroke sometimes, thromboembolic complications, among many other problems. So the COVID-19 patients who end up in a hospital, who end up in an intensive care unit because of respiratory distress and possibly on a ventilator even, these are very critically ill and sick patients with sometimes a fatal outcome. So there's really not much to lose to consider giving, in addition to the standard regimen therapy, something else. So that was the basis behind the study. So, and as I mentioned earlier, we designed the study as randomized, placebo-controlled, and it was a pilot phase study, so a relatively small number of patients, a total of 26 patients, and they were assigned 13, half of them to a placebo group, and the other half, 13 patients, to the treatment group. And we did just one single injection of either placebo or the stem cell-derived molecules intravenously, and then we tested for tolerability, for safety, and clinical outcomes. All the injections were very well tolerated. There were no major side effects. Of interest, in the placebo group, 6 out of 13 patients died, which makes 46.1% death rate, compared to only 1 patient who died in the treatment group, which represents 7.7%. So doing a simple statistical analysis, this is a highly significant difference between the patients who received placebo and the patients who received the stem cell product, in favor of the stem cell product. So the hypothesis is that the reduced mortality in this small study is due to the anti-inflammatory effects of the stem cell injection.